Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Safest Vlogs. Today we are going to discuss about one of the new and latest technique in education sector, that's called flipped classroom. So you may be wondering what is a flipped classroom. You'll be hearing the word itself. So we'll see how a flipped classroom works really. Usually, there are two kinds of types of classrooms are there. One is normal, traditional classroom, and another one is a flipped classroom. In traditional classroom, what is happening actually? A teacher come and teacher deliver the lecture, and maybe sometimes activities happening, and real classroom interactions are happening, and the homework or home assignments the students will carry to the home and they will do from their home. But in flipped classroom, the entire process getting reversed. Students are getting the classroom content through video clippings or some contents created by the teachers. They will get in advance through online media, either to YouTube or through some worksheet and some other kind of things. And students are watching that video and they're learning in advance and they're coming to class. That is happening in the flipped classroom. So let's see what are the advantages of this flipped classroom. It will be really interesting to see that real advantages of flipped classrooms. Basically, in traditional classroom, some of the students, those who are slow learners, they will be a little bit struggling. The major difference makes in case of slow learners. Usually in every class there will be some high achievers and also some slow learners will be there. We cannot forget them. They also in same pace of, or they maybe are not in the same pace of learning, but we have to help them. So how can you help them? This is in flipped classroom we can really help them, because teacher sending the video or the ready-made material in advance to the students, so automatically they can watch the video in advance from home. They can pause and watch. That is one of the important things here. They can pause and rewatch and revisit again to the content. They can familiarize the content and they can learn their own pace. That is one of the biggest advantage they are getting, slow learners are getting. And the second thing, the teachers can save the time. Usually in a 40 minutes or 45 minutes class or 1 hour classroom, almost 40 to 45 minutes teacher will deliver the concept, and after that activity, worksheets and many things they will do. Time is very less time the teachers will get, but once the concept is already delivered and the concept the students understood clearly, then the teacher's task can directly move into the activity or the project works or the interaction with students. They can directly move, so students can learn in their own pace and a student will be a little bit easier. Let's see what are the resources required for a flipped classroom. In a regular class, the resources required a teacher and lecture delivering medium, and in the classroom resources required. But in a flipped classroom, the only resources required are a tablet or an internet connection, something kind of thing. The resources required for a flipped classroom are the parents or students should be in advance. They have to inform well in advance. They have to inform about the flipped classroom and they have to be ready. They have to keep their internet connections. They should be ready, and video should be delivered at least in 1 week advance before to the students. Then students can watch. They can take their own time and watch the video. They can understand the concept. and they can learn with their own pace. They can come to the classroom. So the kind of effectiveness when we are comparing with the real classroom and the flipped classroom, there's a way difference is there. We cannot replace a real classroom. That's the basic asset or basic thing we have to give to the student. We cannot forget that. But in some cases, sometimes we can flip the class. We can flip the classroom to this way. So it will be really interesting, and the students also will get refreshed, and they'll get also a new kind of a new way of teaching. They will be really usually one of the biggest tasks is to homework. Teachers will give homework to students, and teachers there will be no monitoring of teachers over there in the home, and students they do homework and they will be struggling to do the homework. But in case of flipped classroom, the homework is happening in the class. So obviously the teacher can monitor and teacher can help the students to do the homework in a proper way or assignment in a proper way. That is one of nowadays most of the students are technocrats or techno savvy. They are very less get attention to a teacher or through oral lecturing kind of things. They will be more into the visual or kinesthetic kind of people. That if a video if you show to a student, they'll be more grasping. Sometimes a 1 hour or 2 hour lecture, in a 5 minutes video we can deliver the content. So through the flipped classroom we are going to introduce this kind of things only. The video will send in advance to the students. It may be the teacher can prepare the video, and in between they can pause and they can any messages or any contents, anything they can have to deliver, they can deliver. Or the teacher can send a YouTube video link to them. This already prepared content YouTube video they can send to the students, and you can utilize that video and they can learn in their own pace. So once again I'm telling students are in the modern era, students are more kind of attracted towards the visual things. If you are explaining about a tiger or a lion, it's all features and all the things 10 minutes or half an hour, they may be very less, maybe 20% only they will capture. But if you just show a video or in a 3D animation, they will very quickly they will grasp the concept. The same thing we are going to apply here in this area of flipped classroom also. They can learn in with their own pace, and the teacher will help, and teacher will act as a facilitator in the class. Another advantage of flipped classroom is that the student can access the content anytime. If you have an internet connection and there's a laptop or tab or mobile, anytime he can access that content, that video, and he or she can watch and she can understand that concept. Anytime they can access, not only in the class time. Maybe in the class time, maybe they will not get a proper attention, or maybe they are not able to get a concentration in the class. They can utilize this kind of things there. So everybody please try this kind of a new technique of education, that is flipped classroom. Please try out in your classroom. It will be really interesting, and the students also will be getting really excited to see this kind of new and innovative techniques in your classroom. I wish you a very happy flipped classroom. Please comment here. If you have any questions or concerns related to flipped classroom, you can comment on this comment box, and your opinions also is always welcome. Thank you for watching. Bye.